Leipzig Halle is the third largest cargo hub in Europe. We have about 1.5 million tons of cargo each year. Leipzig Halle is ideally situated in Europe, in the center of Europe. Few hours we cover 90% of the GDP of Europe. So Leipzig Halle will be the home for manufacturing of airplanes. So Leipzig Halle, next to Hamburg, will be the only sites in Germany where airplanes are going to be produced.
Hi everybody, this is Libin Chacko Kurian from Stat Media Group. We are here in Munich, Germany for Air Cargo Europe and Transport Logistic. Right now with me is Götz Ahmelmann. He is the CEO of Mitteldeutsche Airport Holding, which owns the Leipzig Halle Airport, which is the hub for DHL. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Welcome to our booth here.
Your airport is known as the hub for DHL. Can you tell us about what is the future looks like for your airport and what are the pillars that will contribute to that growth in terms of cargo?
Yes, Libin. So you're right. Leipzig Halle is predominantly known to be the third largest cargo hub in Europe. For the time being, we have about 1.5 million tons of cargo each year, which makes the third largest one. We have an extraordinary success story for the last 15 years, which started when DHL Express established itself at Leipzig Halle and chose Leipzig Halle to be its major global hub in the world. And you know, DHL has Cincinnati and Hong Kong as the other two global hubs. So we have seen 15 years of consecutive growth, two-digit growth numbers, and the whole ecosystem now employs about 30,000 people. But after DHL, others also came. Amazon Prime Air established an operation in Leipzig Halle in 2020, which is the first hub they introduced outside of the US. So we are growing, the family is getting bigger, and while at the beginning it was a huge kickoff from DHL, others are following the footsteps and are contributing to that growth.
GEORGI Handling, which is one of the biggest operators of trucking in Europe, started their operations in your airport in February. What does it really mean for your airport?
When you look at DHL, when you look at Amazon, obviously these are two integrators which cover the whole value chain. What we have to offer at Leipzig Halle is we have unlimited growth possibilities in terms of runway space, apron space. The founding fathers of the airport have given us a lot of space to grow, and that creates a lot of opportunities outside of the classical integrator space. But we want to grow the ecosystem. We want to connect partners. We want to bring partners to Leipzig Halle to take part in the growth and contribute to the growth. GEORGI, for example, is one of the largest German, if not the largest German truck operator and a handling company. So what they bring to the table is handling capacity. They are now operating a warehouse in Leipzig Halle, serving customers, which is good. And at the same time, they are offering tracking services, which gives them the opportunity to connect the air freight with the ground transportation. Leipzig Halle is ideally situated in Europe, in the center of Europe. Few hours we cover 90% of the GDP of Europe, and GEORGI helps us to reach all the destinations in Europe.
Today you announced a new warehouse facility in your airport. Can you talk about the company that is operating that and what does it mean to your airport?
Yeah, we are speaking about the Weerts Group. The Weerts Group, some might know from Liège or other European cities, and that gives us the confirmation that the growth opportunities in Leipzig are seen by investors. So they are a developer, an investor to us, and they have agreed and are now starting to develop a 40,000 square meter warehouse in the southern part of the airport, which creates further capacity for ground handling, for servicing customers. They bring customers to the table, and they will add to the community, to logistics cluster in Leipzig, and grow.
What I can expect from you in the next few months, for example, in terms of new announcements?
Oh, Libin, I tell you, you know what's the saying? Stay tuned, because there will be a couple of them moving on. And there's one actually already next week, which is not so much connected to the logistics area, but which shows the appeal of Leipzig Halle. What we are getting is a final assembly line for a regional airplane. So Leipzig Halle will be the home for manufacturing of airplanes. Deutsche Aircraft is a successor of Dornier airplane. They build 50-seaters, and they will have the groundbreaking event next week in Leipzig Halle, where they will start building the final assembly line. So Leipzig Halle, next to Hamburg, will be the only sites in Germany where airplanes are going to be produced. But there's more than that. We see three growth opportunities. Number one, obviously, very important to us, continue the success story with DHL. They need expansion plays. It was an overwhelming success. They want to grow, and we want to provide them the growth opportunities. Number two, the partners we just mentioned to get that presence. They are already building their facilities. My Teresa has joined. And then we are looking to the north of the airport, where it's a huge area of 500,000 square meters where we will build together with partners, warehouses, apron area to grow even further beyond what we have in the pipeline right now. And that will be certainly announced in the next couple of months.
Thank you so much, Mr. Götz, for joining us today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you.